gonna come right out of the gate and say something that's probably gonna upset some of you watching this. In my opinion, Persona 5 is the greatest Japanese RPG of all time. You heard me. But what about Final Fantasy VI, Xenoblade Chronicles, Pokemon, Wild Arms, Breath of Fire, Chrono Trigger? All of those games are great, and I recommend each and every single one of them, but in my heart, Persona 5 has a very special place. But why? The strength of Persona definitely lies in its characters. Each game in the series has a fantastic cast of characters that is worth investing in and learning about. But even if you strip all that away, Persona 5 is still one of the strongest JRPGs I've ever played. Everything's just so fast, so snappy. Turn-based combat has been kind of a dying breed in JRPGs lately, with many developers turning to real-time combat. They want it to be faster, more action-based. It's all about speed. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I just played the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo and I had a great time. That game's gonna be awesome. There is absolutely a place for real-time combat in JRPGs. But as I was kind of implying, turn-based combat is kind of an old school idea. You attack, you wait for the other guy to attack, then you attack again, then some sweet victory music plays. It's tried and true, but it's gotten a little stale over the years, and that's where Persona 5 comes in. The more you learn about the game, the more you learn about enemy weaknesses, attack patterns, the faster the combat gets. You can end a fight before the music even really kicks in. It flows so quickly and fluidly, but you still get the satisfaction that an old school turn-based battle gives you. It's exactly what the genre needs. But you should still take your time to listen to the music because the soundtrack of Persona 5 is just insane. And of course you have all the characters and the stories that I brought up before, which only add to the brilliance of Persona 5. Even though it is a turn-based JRPG, the real appeal of Persona, in my opinion, lies in everything that happens outside the dungeons. It's the moments when you're walking around in the city after bombing a test at school. It's the moments when you're in a cafe during a rainy day and you swear you can really smell the coffee through the screen. It's the moments you sit at your desk alone at night and make tools for the upcoming heist. Or the moments when you're hanging out with a friend just to see how their story unfolds. Everything in Persona 5 works together in harmony. What you do outside the dungeon affects what you do in the dungeons, and vice versa. But you don't have to worry about total optimization or min-maxing, whatever that means. You shouldn't waste your time, but you also shouldn't be afraid to pursue things that you want to do just for the sake of doing them. Persona games run on an in-game clock, so you have to be careful about how you spend your time each day. But all you really have to do is focus on meeting the deadlines the game gives you. Persona has a bit of a learning curve, so I'll say this for the newcomers. Get that first dungeon done as soon as you can, then worry about if you're going to go to the batting cages or the library later on. So yeah, I love Persona 5. I even have the manga right here in Japanese. No, I can't read it. Yes, I love it anyway. So imagine my excitement when I hear there's a re-release of Persona 5 on the way. Persona 5 Royal is a new version of Persona 5, a remix of sorts. If you're familiar with the Kingdom Hearts' final mixes, then you kind of get what they're going for here. It's more than just a repackaging, it's more than DLC, but it's not exactly a sequel. And it's not exactly unprecedented for Atlus to do this. On the Vita, there was the fantastic Persona 4 Golden, which is an updated version of Persona 4. It came with all sorts of gameplay improvements, new content, characters, stories. It was the true Persona 4 experience. So Persona 5 Royal can be considered the true Persona 5 experience. Everything that was already great about Persona 5 is being cranked up to 11 on Royal. Let me make this simple for everyone watching. Here's a rundown of some of the stuff being added in Persona 5 Royal. A whole new dungeon, a whole new semester of school, a bunch of new cutscenes, your own customizable room that you can design to your own liking, a whole new district of Tokyo to explore, total overhauls of character side stories, overhauls of current dungeons and randomly generating ones, a grappling hook to move around even faster with, tons of new music, new endings, all the DLC from the original Persona 5, a whole new party member, other brand new characters, and your cat won't tell you to go to bed as much. And trust me, that's a big one. And that's just scratching the surface. There's also a ton of small nerdy improvements that fans of the original game, like me, will geek out over. And yeah, okay, I've been kind of talking to my Persona 5 fans in the audience here. But I also want to include the people who have never played Persona 5 or a Persona game in general before. If you've never played Persona before, this is the perfect time to get in. It really doesn't get much better than this. As much as I praise Persona 5, Royal is going to be even better, which I didn't even think was possible. If you've ever seen Persona 5 on store shelves, on sale, or wherever, and you thought, one day, well then, make that day today. Persona 5 Royal is right here, waiting for you. If you're looking for a great fusion of the old and new schools of JRPGs, just want to see what this Persona thing is all about, or you're already a diehard fan of the series, Persona 5 Royal sounds like the perfect game for you. It's already stolen my heart, and I hope it steals yours too.